Hi guys, it is Carrie Creation, and I feel like I don't really know if I've missed the third week of Art Fight, or if we've just made it. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna call this week 3 of Art Fight, and hope that is good enough. If I am being completely honest, I have basically done nothing towards Art Fight this week. This week has been such a mess, but we got through it and we're there. Hello, Tomahawk. It's very good to see you there. I have messaged you on Art Fight. I need you to go in and pick a team because I won't be able to upload an attack on you unless you're registered to a team. So make sure you do that. And I also sent you a message on there asking just a couple of questions about your character so that I can get started on that. In the meantime, I do have a couple of characters that I think there's like 3 people who did attacks on me that I need to revenge attack, so we're going to work on those today. So let's jump across to Art Fight, and this is the first character that I'm going to do. This is a character called Odd, and he has this really nice, bright, simple design, but I think it'll be really cute, and I think we'll be able to smash it out pretty quickly. So we will do this character first. There's no extra information on them, but let's jump on in. I haven't drawn literally since the last stream when I was learning this new pen, so let's hope that this is all going to work easy for me and not be too much of a challenge. Let's see if I remember how to draw this week. It's already looking like no, but that's okay. I feel stiff and like I don't know what I'm doing, but we will push through and make it work. How do I draw bodies? Odd seems to have a bit of a more round body, so I want to probably incorporate that a little bit. That's, I assume, important to character design. We will start up with the face, I think. Alright, fantastic. I will make a note of that for you, Tomahawk, and we will move on to drawing Lillian very, very soon. It will definitely be done before the end of Art Fight. I just realized that it's like the 27th of the month, so hold on, ready? If we come back over here for a second, we'll open up the main page of Art Fight. 6 days left, so really I did technically miss that that third week, but we'll just ignore that and pretend that I didn't, and we'll do another stream this week for week 4. I will see if I can actually get around to doing a final day stream. That could be pretty fun, but it depends what day the final stream would be on. How do I draw ears? Oh my god. I want him to have like, well, I mean, he looks like he has tiny little ears, but I really like the idea of like big out their ears like this for a bald character. I think it'll be really cute. Oh, God, I can't make up my mind. If you're starting school on the 5th of August, I wouldn't be sad about that. School is fun. I mean, it's not, like, fun, but, like, compared to the rest of the world after school, school is great. I wish I enjoyed school way more than what I did. Because he wears glasses, do I do big glasses, like, fully around the eyes like this? Do I do them through the eyes like this? Or do I do little, like, half glasses like this? I don't know. I think it has to be this one. I don't know what it is, but drawing a bald character is so much harder than drawing a character with hair. But I think that's really cute. I think I'll need to do a couple of, like, across there just to give it something a little extra going on. I can still feel how I'm not used to this pen yet. But hopefully as time goes on, we can make that a little more comfortable. that's basically it for the line art here. So let's jump back across and steal those colors that we need from him. So we've got skin tone, blue shirt, green overalls, and red shoes. Very nice and simple, but very bright and colorful. I really like that. And we'll be able to drop those in very quickly. Tone. Blue shirt. Red shoes. Green overalls. He's so adorable. And of course, gold pin. Eyes. And the last thing we need to do is expand that outer line. Let's go around and check those edges. They're looking pretty good at the moment though. We actually did pretty good for the edges on this one. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, odd is on Team Mystery. So let's open up that background. Hello Injustice. You are just in time. We've just finished our first character for today. This cute little guy. Shadow. There we go. First character done for today. This is also character 39 of Art Fight this year. Well, sorry that you can't stay in Justice, but thank you so much for jumping in. I did just save this, so close that. Let's open up a new workspace and head back over. So I can't remember. I can't remember if this person was someone that I randomly picked or if it was someone who followed me, or if it was someone who attacked me. I can't remember, but I really like this tragedy character that they've made. They've obviously made like the comedy and the tragedy character. I don't think they've made a mystery character, but they are Team Tragedy, and they have a tragedy character, and it's a lot of blue to put on a blue background, but I really wanted to see how it will turn out, and I think it'll make a really fun little pin. So we're going to do Chroma Tragedy next. And of course, don't forget to have a drink in between characters. There we go. This character doesn't seem to really have a gender, but I think I would like to give them the same body shape I've been giving female characters, because it's very it is a very dramatic sort of shape that I've been using. I might make that gap a little wider just to give it a little less human-ish. I don't know. But I think this will look really fun. And now they don't have a neck, but just to get the body shape, I'm going to put the neck in, and then I'll remove it after. I think what I need to do is I'm gonna do this. Do that. Make sure that I get that shape right. There we go. Do I want the tears? I don't know. Maybe I do the tears like that as well, so that it'll all match. I realised I'm not being very talky today, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Thank you so much, Moshi. And you are very welcome for the attack. Let's do the, I guess the top of this sleeve. Nearly done with the line art for this character. The shoes are gonna be a little bit tricky, I think, just because they are probably the most detailed part of this design somehow. do, and then we'll put the rest in. That is pretty cute, I think. I think that works. Let's see what we can do about these colors. Luckily we have all of colors nice and easy for us down the bottom. Down here. But figuring out where they all go is going to be the challenge. I definitely think that this middle color here is what is going to be used on the mask, the sleeves and the shoes, I reckon. Mask. This part of that shoe. This part of that shoe. Sleeves. And I think maybe these teardrops as well. I reckon it's this for their fingers. We know darker blue, so I reckon this one I'm gonna do with this like corset-y maybe. Unless that's too dark. That might be too dark. I'm going to keep it for now though. And I'm also going to put it on the shoes down here. This blue is definitely the one used on the shorts. And the diamond. Also here. We're just kind of guessing and making it up as we go along now. Honestly, part of me thinks that that darkest blue is just what they used for the line art. Does that look dark enough? I don't know. No, it'll be what's used inside the eyes and the mouth hole, I think. Which we're not really gonna do for this because we've got to decide if we keep with the gold or if this character needs to have a silver pin. I think they're gonna need to have a silver pin. I think it has to be. People walking past. That's why the dog's barking. I might do those. I actually might. Because I think they're better off being dark. Alright, let's go with that. And now I think. I already saw we definitely need to go fix some of the edges. Like here around the hand. Mistake here, but let's see if we can fix that. Fix that one at least. And then let's fix a couple of these little errors in here. Put it on that blue background and have it be so much blue hopefully putting the shadow behind will really help this pop. I feel like I need to make the shadow a little darker than what I do for the pins normally, but it really does help separate. Oh, oh, Tomahawk. It really sounds like your cat lives its life following like the scaredy cat cliche. That's where they get it from, I think. Alright, that is the second character done. That's what my mouse is. That helps. Alright. I think we can definitely get through one more character today. We'll head back over, and the third character we were going to do today is a revenge attack for the character Mud. We'll get Mud done today, and then the next time I'm doing art for Art Fight, I will be able to work on Lillian for Tomahawk. But let's get through these pre-planned ones that we've been putting off for the last week, because I have been very slack while taking care of myself, which is important. It's important to take care of yourself. So let's open up a new one and then get Mud going. So Mud looks like a fun little goblin character. Apparently they want to be the best chef there is. And that's pretty fun. He dresses a little bit like a wizard, so I wasn't sure about the chef thing until I read it on their bio. But he looks cute. And I don't think we've done a goblin yet. So that'll be fun. I'm so glad that that's helping you, Tomahawk. Even if I'm only streaming for one person, and even if that person was just me, we're gonna keep pushing ourselves to do it a little bit, because it's good fun. I love streaming. I do wish I had the time and the energy to do it more, but we do what we can, and if it brings joy to someone else, then that's just extra benefits and extra bonus for me. It's just more motivation to keep doing it. I have definitely given him some weird body proportions, but that's okay, because he's gonna have a giant hat on by the end of this. And he's a goblin, so I guess he's probably supposed to have weird proportions. Alright, I did forget to take a drink between artwork, so we're gonna have a quick drink. figure out doing this character. So, we're definitely gonna need... I'll start with... Oh, I just realized how tricky this is gonna be. Whew, okay, we're good. Alright. I'm gonna start with the hairline. Oops. That. Try that. Sorry, I was just messing with my settings a little bit, see if that helps, but we'll see how that goes. It's definitely changed something. I don't know if I like it or not, but we'll see. Alright, so... That could be good. Big brim like that. And I just need to not that, pull it around like that. Good. And then the hat, maybe? Oh, hold on, no. Right concept, wrong execution. Alright. And now we just need the ears, and I think if we can get the ears right, everything else will start to look right. We can get rid of the bits of hat we don't need. bit weird, but I think it'll be fine. He looks like a happy little guy. Right. Okay, we got the top half of him done. To a point where I think that's okay. Now, let's get the bottom half of him done. Not gonna put his backpack because that's a lot. Little scarf. We like that. We like that. What I'm actually going to do is redo these parts. So it'll be like that. There we go, that's better. Because up here he'll have what looks like and then he has that there. This is supposed to be scraggly as well. also has to have feet. You're making a mask. What sort of mask are you making? Part of me wants to give him cheekbones like this. I don't think I will, though. I think that's pretty good, except I've just realized he doesn't have a sleeve on this side. So definitely have to correct that. These colors. You're more than welcome to send me lore on your characters, Tomahawk, but I really don't have a lot of free time other than, like, even when I'm streaming, there's so many other things that I really need to be doing that I ignore so I can enjoy streaming, so I don't know if or when I will get around to it. I also, honestly, I don't do a lot of reading in my free time. I should definitely try to do more, but I always end up just doing other things that either need doing or that I want to be doing instead. So yeah, you're welcome to send it to me, but I can't make any promises that I'll get around to reading it, unfortunately. If I had all the free time I wanted to, I would definitely. And if I had all the free time I wanted to, I would probably write down a lot more of stuff about my own characters, because then I wouldn't have to keep it all bottled up in my head. And that would make life so much easier. I think those are some pretty good colors. For this character, let's jump across. We have our Goblin Skin Green. I think I'm going to use the same hair color for the rim of the hat, because that just makes my life a little easier. I think something I would definitely like to do, like, if I ever became, like, popular enough in, like, art and streaming and stuff like that on YouTube, I would love to set up, like, a Discord server some point in the future so that we could do, like, even just, like, once or twice a year. I want to say monthly, but probably not monthly, but have time to just sit in, like, a chat with some viewers and followers and friends and just talk about characters and lore and things like that. I actually really love talking about my OCs, and I like hearing about other people's OCs as well. I can't believe out of all those colours, I forgot to grab the colour for the scarf. Ugh, I'm losing my mind. That's it. It's gone. But no, I really love talking about my OCs. I really love hearing about other people's OCs. I would love to have enough of a community built that would be something that we could just get together and do sometime, is just talk to each other about characters. I'm gonna just grab a random blue and see if it fits. That's actually pretty close, I think. Maybe a little brighter. I think, is that close enough? Don't forget the dragon. There's a dragon. The only reason I noticed that the arm needs the sleeve missing is because there's like a dragon tattoo thing on the arm, and I feel like that's important. So let's Rar. That's the Rar head. Oh, that's really cute. That's so stupid and cute the way that I've done it. Is that getting too thick? That's probably too thick. That. And then now we need to make sure we can't use this color, so we need to change the base color a little and maybe move it this way. Because we can't have it be the same color as that shirt. A little darker. Yep, that's better. Came out pretty cute. Oh, I think he's looking really adorable. I know he is going to have so many spots that I'm going to have to fix. I just know it. Oh, like that. That's something I need to fix. There we go, that's better. Expand. I'm not against giving out my Discord. I haven't really added new friends on my Discord in a while because I use my Discord, especially because it is also like it's not really my art Discord. It is my private Discord, and I use it mostly for my like in real life friends at the moment, and just being able to chat with them and play video games with them and things like that. So it's one of those things where I've started to think about if I make a professional Discord for art and things like that, or if I do give out my private Discord and accept friends on my private Discord and things like that, or if I wait until I feel comfortable making a specific, like, is it called a channel? No, like a whatever it's called for it. Like, I haven't really put as much thought into it as I probably should yet. And realistically, like, I think it would be really nice to have a server. That's what it's called. It's called a server. My brain shut off for a bit there. As much as I think it would be nice to have a server, and that would make it easier to update on like when I'm going live and things like that, I just don't have the time or the energy to put into moderating a server at the moment, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I haven't even really thought too much about it or looked into it too much yet. But I think it would be a good thing to do at some point, is to like have a server, but not, I don't think it's going to be anytime in the near future. Definitely not this year. But we have nearly finished this character, and it is almost time for the infant to start stirring. I hope she sleeps a little longer, because I think I'd like a little bit of downtime after streaming today, but this will definitely be the last character for today's stream. And there he is. Make sure he is saved. The 41st character for Art Fight this year. And then either later tonight or in the next day or two, I will be working on lucky character 42, which will be Lillian. That is the next one in my list. Why did I close that? Don't do that. But yeah, I think we've done pretty good today. Getting through Odd, Chroma, Tragedy, and Mud. I'm very happy with how all three of those turned out. Thank you guys so much for jumping in and keeping me company. I'm very sorry that my streaming schedule is kind of all over the place at the moment. Hopefully we'll be able to get a more streamlined specific day going, a more specific time, and then it can be a regular occurrence instead of being something that is either happening or isn't happening. And that would be, I think, really good. But at the moment I am at the whim of a toddler and health and exhaustion. But that's okay. I'm glad that we got to stream today. I'm so excited to finish off Art Fight, hopefully with a bang. I am, like I said, definitely going to get to 42 characters, which will be a new record for me for Art Fight. We'll get as many as we can. It would be amazing if we could hit 50, but that'll just depend on how I go with free time over the next week. We will do an Art Fight week 4 stream very soon, probably in the next 3 or 4 days, because I do still want to give myself a bit of time. I did really push it in that first week, and I've done a lot more art this month than I've done in a long time. So we'll definitely have that week 4 stream to look out for, and depending on what day of the week it ends up being, for me, I will maybe try to do a last day of Art Fight and see how we can do with that. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for keeping me company, and I will see you next time. Bye!